we enhance our Rotary experience by creating opportunity for all members, especially you, community member joining. And we try to focus on the 7 areas of focus, expanding our vocational, professional, and personal network with learning, development, friendship, networking, coaching, and training. So thank you all for joining. We look forward to advancing Rotary and making magic this Rotary year and beyond. With your permission, we would want to call our meeting to order. All mobile phones should be put on silence, if not off, just so we do not get calls coming in that will disrupt our meeting. So on my own behalf as the chair, our global advisor, past Rotary International Director, Kamal Sangwin, the board of coordinators and members, you are welcome to Women in Rotary meeting for January 2025. We want to now take the Rotary prayer song, and please join me as we sing the Rotary prayer song. But before that, let's ensure our meeting is being recorded. Technical team, are we having the session recorded? Technical team, please check and confirm ahead of we progressing.
It's been recorded on YouTube.
Great. Great. So inspire Rotarians, Lord, we ask to live as we profess, to dignify the daily tasks and serve in selflessness. For fellowship which here we share, we offer thanks to thee. Let me take that again. So on behalf of our community advisor, past Rotary International Director, Kamal Sangwin, the board of directors of Women in Rotary International, all coordinators, the community, and on my own behalf as a global chair, welcome you all to our January meeting. Thank you for joining us and Happy New Year. So we now take a Rotary prayer song. Inspire Rotarians, Lord, we ask to live as we profess, to dignify the daily tasks and serve in selflessness. For fellowship which here we share, we offer thanks to thee. We pray that it will be our care to spread it more bounteously. Amen. So for the forward test, we would want to invite our Rotarian Anjana to take the forward test for us. Please unmute.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to this video platform, and it is glad to read out this 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you so much.
Brian, I didn't understand what you were saying.
What's up, big one? You go back there.
Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you so much. The forward test of the things we think, say, or do. And I hope fellow Rotarians, retractors, and guests on the call will abide by the forward test of the things we think, say, or do. Rotarian Pretty, if you're on the call, please pick the Rotarian Code of Conduct for us. Please unmute, you are muted. Rotarian Pretty, can you unmute and take the Rotarian Code of Conduct for us? Okay, it appears some connection challenge. Rotarian Rizwana,
no.
if you're there. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm on, now I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Rotarian Code of Conduct. I will act with integrity and high ethical standards in my personal and professional life, deal fairly with others and treat them and their occupations with respect, use my professional skills through Rotary to mentor young people, help those with special needs, and improve people's quality of life in my community and in the world. Avoid behavior that reflects adversely on Rotary or or other Rotarians. Thank you.
Thank you so much, fellow Rotarians, retractors, and guests on the call into our meetings, just so it helps dignify our vocations. Thank you all so much. So without much ado, I want to move straight to reading the profile of our distinguished panelists who would be inspiring us today. We would be picking all the profiles together, and thereafter we would have them take us through a discussion where they will share their experiences for us to be inspired and learn from them. So the first, we would want to take the profile of our past district governor, Grace. And to help us do that, I would want to invite Pipi Rizwana. Can you unmute so that you take the profile of PDG Grace for us? Technical team, please check. It as if some are having a connection challenge. I'm getting some feedback about connection, so please check. Okay, so Rotarian Purity, please unmute again and take the profile of PDG Grace for us.
Yeah. PDG Grace Okaro retired as a Director of Information in Abia State Local Government Service Commission, Nigeria. She was the President of the National Council of Local Government Information Officers of Nigeria and member of the Nigeria Institute of Public Relations. PDG Grace joined Rotary on 25th July 2003 and inducted into the Rotary Club of Onitsha. She served as Charter President or President in 2003, 2004, 2004-2005 respectively. During her era as President, her club received the Presidential Citation and she was adjudged the best president in her zone. In 2007, Grace relocated to Umuahia, Abia State and transferred her membership to the Rotary Club of Umuahia. She served her clubs in nearly all capacities and avenues of service. She served as Assistant Governor in 2005-06, 2014-15, and has served as District Governor's Special Representative in organizing new clubs in 2004-05 and 2010-11 and 2019-20. PDG Grace is a Part 3 graduate of Rotary Leadership Institute, Nigeria Division, board member of Rotarian Action Group for Peace. She is currently the Zonal Coordinator of Disaster Network of Assistance Rotarian Action Group. Grace Okaro has been honored by Rotary at various levels for her outstanding performances. She was the first female governor in 2022-23 of her District 9142, Nigeria. Grace holds membership in several socio-cultural, religious, and professional organizations. Current National President of the African Women Entrepreneurship Program. Grace is the CEO and Managing Director of Georges and Godswill's Ventures, an outfit that deals in ICT, printing, events packaging, tours and public relations consultancy, interior decorations and agricultural processing, which has given rise to the farm fresh, stone-free Mama Ocha rice. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rotarian Pretty, for that. That is very inspiring. That tells you there is so much we are coming to learn today. So to help us take the profile of our next speaker, who is none other than our very own district governor nominee, Rita Kalra. Let me do that. So our district governor nominee, Rita, is with the Rotary Club of Chikanum Newtown in District 303A. She holds the classification of Hotel Administration. Dr. Rita's active participation in Rotary International Community is noteworthy. She has attended 9 Rotary International Conventions, 3 presidential conferences, 1 virtual Rotary Institute, and an RFE team member, and a visitor to numerous Rotary clubs internationally. She has executed several global grant projects, channeling substantial resources towards impactful projects. She's a member of the International Fellowships of Rotary, RGHF, and the director of HEWR AG, which is a Rotary Action Group. She has participated in the China medical missions and many webinars as a speaker. Her articles have been published in Rotary Voices and GML Dam Tower on Rotary projects and experiences. Let's do a bit about her career profession. So her contributions in her profession has not gone unnoticed, as evidenced by multiple accolades she has received from esteemed bodies, including the Helen Keller Award for Disability Rehabilitation, Excellence in Healthcare, and recognition from the Chief Minister of Haryana and the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare from the Government of India for her work in maternal and child health. Quality accreditations have been bestowed year after year to her from civil hospitals under her leadership while serving. She has also received awards such as being a super mom, a star woman for the year 2020, a COVID warrior, a COVID hero for the year 2021. International Women's Day Award has been bestowed upon her at different platforms. Rotary recognitions like the Rotary Avenues of Service Award, twice she has received that, Best President, Best Club of District 3080 in 2018, and Best Assistant Governor in the year 2021, underscores her remarkable impact. Do we have to go on more? That tells you there is a lot in store for us to learn today. So next we'll pick the profile of our next speaker, who is none other than past President Christiana Adams. So past President Christiana Adams she's a native and a royal from Mankasim in the central region here of Ghana. She was born and bred in Cape Coast, which is one of the regional capitals of Ghana. She attended Infantsma Girls Secondary School and later continued to the Takrady Polytechnic, where she pursued catering. She did part 1 and continued to Accra Polytechnic to do her catering part 2 and then the institutional management courses. After completing Accra Polytechnic, she got a job at Hotel Shangri-La, where she was the restaurant manager. After 2 years, she moved to Golden Tulip Hotel as the first restaurant manager until the hotel was diversified. So after 4 years at Golden Tulip, she had to do her own business. She set up CAS Enterprise, where she's been selling commodities with her meager resources in Medina, which is a suburb in Greater Accra region of Ghana. Over the years, the business grew significantly to become CAS Limited in 1996. She started wholesaling from most of the multinational companies in Ghana, dealing in products like the Nutri-Snack Foods, Unilever, Corwin, and Far East Mercantile. She has been the CEO and Managing Director of CAS Limited for the past 33 years. Incredible, isn't it? She's married with 5 beautiful children and 2 grandchildren. She joined Rotary Club of Tema in the year 2011 and has held various positions in the club. She is currently the Director for Membership for this Rotary year, and she was the past president of the club in the year 2021 to the 2022 Rotary year. She was the district's RALA chair for last Rotary year, 2023-2024. And to pick the last profile for the day, we have none other than our very own also Rtn Binapani Rath from the Rotary Club of Rikela Still City, which is in District 3261 Oshita. She joined Rotary in the year 2016 and was introduced by Rotarian Anchana Mohiati. She is the president-elect 2025-2026 Rotary year for her club. From the childhood at age 7, her musical journey started, where she commenced learning Hindustani, classical music, Indisi music, and several others. Afterwards, she started teaching music as a vocational educator. Now, she is doing her PhD still in music. Amazing, isn't it? So she tells us that irrespective of grade, gender, and any other challenges we may have, being its age, anyone can just join her music class for a better mental health through music therapy programs that she undertakes, which will help you to distress and have a distress-free life. Now she is an all-Indian radio and Dokasin B high-grade artist performing almost all part of Indian when it comes to soulful performances, and she does that connecting people for a better world. Fellow Rotarians, retractors, and guests, if any, we are super excited to have all of you join in. Thank you so much for this opportunity. At this point, we would want to welcome our very first panelist, which is past Rotary, past district governor, Grace, to take us through her experience sharing of how she became a Rotarian, how she joined, what made her stay, and how she has used her profession, as in her vocation, to benefit our community. PRID, your time starts now, and you have 7 minutes to help us through. Please unmute. Thank you so much. Please unmute. You are muted. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sarah. I think there is no point sharing the screen anymore so that we can all see ourselves, particularly those who joined us now. If you will stop sharing the screen. Thank you. That is much better.
Thank you.
Yes, I got to know about Rotary through a friend of mine almost about 30 years ago when I normally joined her to programs of Rotary. But not until sometime in 2003 when my boss, who I served directly under, invited me to join Rotary. Then she was being installed as the president of the club. And it's a bragging right, really, for your boss to find you worthy to join where she is. So I brag about it. You hardly get that kind of treatment from your boss, except the boss holds you in high regards. And I have been in Rotary for over 20 years now, and it has been really, really rewarding. Rotary has provided me with a platform to engage lives, both through interventions and relationships. When I talked about interventions, probably reaching out to those we are better than, then when I talk about relationships, reaching out to people through our programs, like what we are having today. If not for Rotary, probably we wouldn't have, our paths wouldn't have crossed virtually. Though I have with Sarah virtually, I'm sure one of these days we will get to meet physically. So Rotary has provided that. Rotary has also given me the opportunity to develop myself, particularly through the series of trainings that we are participating, free of charge almost. And then through traveling, because Rotary provides you with opportunities to travel, to share in other people's way of living. We have the conventions, we have the institutes, we have friendship exchanges, and the rest of them. If not for Rotary, there are places I wouldn't have been to, because I would want to ask, what would I go there to do? Do I even have people there to, to visit. Then again, my classification is public relations consultancy. When my profile was read, I retired in 2022. That's about 3 years ago as a director of information. And of course, you know that is very important in everyday's life. Information, public relations. We couldn't have been here if there is no information. We couldn't have been here if we don't have relationships. The relationship started with Sarah, and then he got all other people here who are with us. Through the flyers that were prepared, it's still information. Flyers that were prepared and shared on various platforms. I know that some people are on this call from my district because I shared the flyers, for them to join us. So information is key. They say information is even power. And public relations is also very, very important in Rotary because Rotary is people-oriented. And of course, you know that our internal priority is membership growth. If you cannot sell what we do in Rotary, then membership will not grow. So public relations helps us to relate with people and probably get them to join Rotary because they will be seeing you as a Rotarian. It's the best public relations material for Rotary because they will watch the way you react to issues, you relate to people and say, if you are good, it's easy for you to convince them to join. But if you are bad, from public relations view, they will say, how can I join this kind of organization looking at this person as a Rotarian? So it's really, really important, and it affects us in the system, generally in the social system. You also use public relations, communications to mobilize communities for them to either do what you want them to do or do certain things against what we wouldn't want them to do. Information, public relations, and communication is very, very key to what we do.
Lady Grace, could you please reposition? It appears we're getting some feedback, connection challenges. Yeah, so whilst we try getting her back connected, few things she's been sharing with us. It's been on friendship, her ability to be able to develop through Rotary. She has been able to forge more connections through travel initiatives, which through Rotary's platform, she's been able to enjoy that free of charge. Then she tells us more about the importance of her profession as a vocation she's using to advance our community. So she's been discussing on the importance of communication as a public relations professional, telling us the beauty of our Rotary's people-orientedness. And this is forged as a result of we being able to get connected with that information. It's very obvious. None of us would have gotten the information that there is a meeting ongoing today. Then she tells us how we could use this to sell the many things we do. So thank you so much, PDG Grace. We hope you will be able to join us soon to complete whatever you have started. And to help us manage time much more beautifully, we would want to go back now and pick our very second panel. And it's none other than our very own district governor nominee, Rita. DGN, if you are ready, please unmute and please inspire your community. Thank you.
Thank you, Global Chair Baptista. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and our cherished Rotary community. It's both an honor and privilege for me today to discuss leveraging our vocation, how doctors can transform our community through Rotary. Medicine is more than a profession, it is a calling, a commitment to healing, to compassion, and to our endless pursuit for better health for all. In our hand lies not just the power to treat illness, but the opportunity to foster a healthier, more resilient community. Today, I want to discuss the myriad ways Rotary doctors can create meaningful and lasting change. First of all is the public health initiatives where Rotarians participate in vaccination programs for prevention of diseases like HPV vaccination for prevention of cervical cancer and BCG for tuberculosis and many others. And also we have these health screening campaigns for diabetes, hypertension, cancer and other non-communicable diseases. It is popularly called Ek Chammach Kam Char Kadam Aage, means 1 spoon less of salt, sugar and oil and 4 footsteps forward as you take exercise. So about community outreach, each of the Rotary clubs through their members are organizing free camps, clinics, Rotary hospitals, blood banks and dialysis centers so that we can provide quality medical care which is accessible to all. Health camps could be just single specialty or multi-speciality. We also take up Rotary medical missions not only to districts in India but abroad, thus building a strong public image for Rotary as well as our profession and making high technical healthcare available to all. There is one Rotary action group called Health Education and Wellness by conducting hello.
Please unmute one meeting. Technical team, please unmute anyone not having the chance to speak. Thank you so much.
Yeah, by conducting workshops and seminars through on health, mental health, chronic disease, we are able to promote health education. Then health fairs and exhibitions in colleges, schools is also helping us to teach people about healthy habits. Engagement is also one of the core strengths of Rotary doctors as we are involved in United Nations, World Health Organizations, local health boards and committees of the ministry where we try to reduce health disparity and equitable society providing equal opportunities to thrive with good health. Then partnership with educators, social workers, other professionals so as to provide comprehensive and holistic health needs. This is also picking up along with Rotary members. Rotary is also getting into community-based research addressing specific health challenges, one of which is going around in the project is being taken up in Uganda for neural tube defect prevention, where high dose folic acid has actually reduced the incidence of neural tube defects in mothers. Then emergency preparedness and response, whenever there is a disaster, our teams move around to help people in need. Mental health support is an integral component of overall well-being, and Rotary is taking up great initiatives by organizing online programs as well as physical awareness to reduce stigma and support people who need help suffering from mental illness. Finally, promoting healthy lifestyles like nutrition talks, fitness programs, smoke cessation initiatives, de-addiction for alcohol and others, and environmental health advocacy is promoting a culture of wellness and overall vitality amongst our community. So I would like to conclude that by embracing public initiatives, community outreach, education, advocacy, research, mental health support, and promotion of healthy lifestyle, we can build a healthier, more resilient community. As you all know, we have 7 areas of focus in Rotary, and you can connect all of them will help, like disease prevention and treatment, mother and child health, water and sanitation, even basic education, then peace by absence of disease, then community economic development, and of course, environmental safety. So this all contribute to the overall good health of people. So I would like to conclude with words of Hippocrates, the father of medicine, who said, wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also love of humanity. Let this love drive us to extend our care beyond the individual lives, towards the lives of our neighbors, our families, and our community. Together, we can transform our community into that of health, compassion, and resilience. So let us together rise to this challenge, not just as doctors, but as Rotarians and stewards of a healthier tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DGN. That is simply amazing. Let us rise to the occasion, she tells us. Without much ado, I would want to invite up to take up the mandate our very own past president, Christiana Adams. Your time starts now. Please inspire the community. Thank you. Please unmute.
Yes, I have unmuted. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I hope you're all doing very well.
We are, by God's grace. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, going by your guidelines. I heard of Rotary about 30 plus years ago. You know, in my intro, you mentioned that I worked at the hotel, Golden Tulip Hotel. Unfortunately, I was hosting one of Ghana's most popular and vibrant clubs, Rotary Club of Accra. And so, for some reason, they were so helpful, so passionate about Rotary, and they did everything right. I mean, they were just so friendly. I was just the manager in the hotel, but it looks like all the Rotarians became my friends, and I thought that there was something good about the club. I didn't really pay particular attention because I was doing my job, and you know these things come with it. So I sort of enjoyed the Rotary even from afar. And somewhere along the line, when I decided to do my own business, running a retail outlet, grocery outlet, and my life became a bit of a routine. You leave home, you go, you close very late, you come home, you go back. And I thought at one point, no, this life is boring. I need to get some action into my life because it affected everything of your life, even your dressing, because it was like, oh, I'm going to the shop, so you don't need to really make up. You just go simple and then you come back. And so I discussed with my husband. I call him my roommate, honestly, to be honest. And then he said, well, why don't you look for a group to join so that at least you deviate from the usual routine of going to work and coming home. And so then you have some life. And I said, okay. I remember Rotary, and this was about after maybe 15 years after leaving Golden Tulip. And I said, okay.
Please reposition yourself.
Okay. Is it okay?
Great. Yes, it is. Please proceed.
So I decided, okay, why don't I just go ahead and look for a group and join? In fact, I explored the church groups. I joined almost the groups in my church. Yes, it was okay. It was uplifting, but it was like something was missing in my life. And, I said, okay, let me just try other humanitarian groups and see if that would give me the kick. And so I called one of the Rotarians I made friends with when I was working at Golden Tulip. And he said, well, there are 2 Rotary clubs in Tema, so why don't you just join one? And he thinks that there's one for female, there's one that is predominantly female, and then the other one, which is, for a bit for the old guys. Okay, so I said, okay, just to give myself, a leverage so that I know where I'm going, let me attend one of the meetings and then see which ones after attending the 2 meetings, I'll see which one I'll prefer to be in. And then I go to this first one, Rotary Club of Tema, made up of people who knew my father from of old. And I was like, is this my place? But at the end of the meeting, I fell in love with the club. And I said, no, the second one should hold on. I'll join this one. I'll probably will be visiting the other one. And ever since, I have not turned back because it has been great so far because I have met some wonderful people and gotten the opportunity to help people as well during my Rotary journey. I enjoy Rotary because it gives me the joy when I see people taken out of their misery because Rotary went there to their aid. And it is, something that we take for granted. I would personally probably would take for granted. You see that you give it out or you do it for the people, for the underprivileged, and it's like you've lifted their world, and it's so fulfilling. I mean, that's the bit that makes me stick to Rotary, giving back to the community, and it's so great. And coming back to where I'm using my profession. Hello?
Please proceed.
Okay, coming back to where I'm using my profession to positively impact my community. I am a caterer by profession, and I practiced it for a while. And then I started doing this wholesale and retailing business in the communities that I am now. I have been so passionate about not only growing my business, but also uplifting those around me. My work extends beyond selling products. It is about fostering sustainable livelihoods, supporting small businesses, and empowering the young ones. Because the community that I find myself is very populated, and we are bordered by very affluent communities, and we are stuck in the middle. So you find all the people from up to down in the communities. When you hear some stories, I mean, it makes you cry. So I have made up my mind. In fact, it was after Rotary that I am sort of opened. I have opened up because, it's like Rotary has given you the power to look out for things that you can correct in your society. So one of the ways I contribute to my community is by encouraging and mentoring individuals who want to start and manage their own businesses. And then many people struggle with sustaining small-scale businesses due to lack of guidance. I take it upon myself to try the ones that come to me, the ones that really let me know that this is what they're getting into. I take them through the ropes because I have gone through the ropes. I have fallen so many times and gotten up so many times with the help of other people. So I see that it is very necessary because you need somebody to actually guide you to get up when you fall. And, falling is part of the business life. And sometimes when somebody falls, it's like giving up and throw your hands in the air. But I have gone through it and I got people to mentor me to bring me out. So it has become part of me now. I see it going down and I know that something is wrong, and I will encourage you to lift yourself up so that you can do it. And most of the time, when you encourage people to come back to their businesses the second time round, it's like they hold you in high esteem. And the feeling is so good. I mean, you help somebody out of their doldrums and you like, wow, she is good, she is back. And it comes out, and you're happy to see somebody out of that place. And I take the time to also share knowledge on business management. Most of the time, managing our business, especially the small-scale businesses, it's like you dip your hand. Today you want to eat some nice food, you dip your hand in there, and then you just go and enjoy it. So business management, customer service, and financial discipline those have been my foremost, my focus so far, because I have been there. And when I started, I'm now talking like this because I've gone through it. But when I started, I think I was also doing that, and it didn't help. So now a lot of people in my community, it's as if somebody tells them that when you go here, you get the needed advice. Even though I am doing business with them, they would ask, and even to the extent of people asking me what they should put in their cakes, you know. And just because I have that knowledge, I use it to help people, and they come back thanking me. And by doing this, I help others also build resilience in their businesses, ultimately strengthening our local economy. Another key way I contribute is by providing employment opportunities. I believe that business growth should be inclusive, so I actively support my employees' development, equipping them with skills that will serve them in the long run. You know, sometimes it's my business policy. I'd like to take a few young ones who are done with school and are waiting their results to go to the tertiary institutions. You find them loitering around. It's my business policy that all my shelf stackers must be that kind of people, because then when you engage them, they find something meaningful to do, and they don't fall into that kind of groups where you have them doing all sorts of things that are not proper. So at the end of every school calendar, you find me employing a whole lot. Some people I don't even need, but just to give them something to do within that period of time. And so that is what I do. And then when they come and they are, for instance, they are stackers, I encourage them, if you really want to go, I'll put you as a cashier, and then you improve yourself. The boys who carry things in and out, I'll ask if you want to learn a trade, be a driver, something that will benefit you and benefit me as well. So in all of it, it's a win-win situation. They're creating that temporary employment opportunity for students on vacation and for young people waiting for the exam. This initiative keeps them occupied. And I have a very simple one story that I want to share with you. There was this day that I was standing.
You have 1 minute more.
Okay, so then let me just leave that one out. But let me just I have a few take-home points that I want to share with you. I would say that if I'd given, this lady was just, miserable, running around because her boyfriend had kicked her out because she was pregnant. And the idea was for her to just go and abort, and she didn't want to. So she was just crying right in front of me. I saw this girl was, she really had something, up her sleeve. So I just called her. And the moment I called her, she just broke into some uncontrollable crying.
Yes.
And I gave her the time, just cry and let me know what your problem is. And then her story is that she moved from her village to the city. She's with a boyfriend who has gotten her pregnant and is giving her the ultimatum: either you abort or you pack out. And she didn't want to abort, and so she was so desperate she didn't know where to go. So I called her. I just gave her a pan and a pack of fruit juice to just go and sell at the lorry park next door, just to make some. When she is able to be financially strong, then the guy will sort of hold her and then knows that she will contribute when the baby comes. And can you believe she went about 3 or 4 times that day. The following day, she ran to my shop. Yes, the following day, she ran to my shop early in the morning, even before the shop was opened. And she did about 3 times what she did the previous day. And it became a regular. So then, in fact, the first time when I gave it to her, I said, it is up to you. You take it and then you come back so that we'll all be in business, or you take it and you come back and you don't bring the money back. That's up to you. I gave her that opportunity and she came back. And subsequently, she even added sachet water and other things that she sold. But, as time went on, the pregnancy grew and she became tired of hawking the water and the drinks. But she decided on her own that she used to be an apprentice to somebody who used to sell donuts, Beaufort, in our local palace, Beaufort. So she wants to apply that trade. She bought her, because she had saved something. And after doing this business, the boyfriend now has accepted her to come and stay.
Wow.
Because now she's financially okay. And then she was now giving the boyfriend money to live on. So after this one, when she decided to do sell the donuts, she got herself the cooking equipment from her savings, and then came to me again for the ingredients. And because we have now established the relationship, now she's a serious businesswoman in Medina who sits and then fries the donuts, and people come and then sell for her. So she's now a madam. And when I see her, I am so happy and so thankful that at least I have taken just one person off the streets, or just one person. I have avoided somebody committing some suicide at that point. So that is so far my story and how I use my profession to positively impact my community. But my take-home points are just a few take-home. Empowerment through opportunity. A small act of trust and support can give someone the chance to transform their life. The second one, the power of choice and integrity. Providing people with a choice encourages accountability and personal growth. And the third one, sustainable growth over short-term relief. Instead of offering temporary aid, creating opportunities for long-term independence leads to lasting change. Adaptability in business. Recognizing when to pivot is crucial. The girl adjusted a business model to match her fiscal abilities. And then community support matters. Local businesses and individuals can play a key role in helping vulnerable people become self-sufficient. Hard work and determination pays off. Given the right opportunity, persistence and dedication can lead to success. Mentorship creates a ripple effect. Supporting one person can create a chain reaction benefiting the entire community. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate that. And just to let you know, we are streaming live across our social media handles. At this point, we want to call our next panel member, none other than our very own Rtn Binapani Rath, who will take us through the next session. Please, your time starts now on mute. Thank you.
Good evening to all my dear VD members.
Good evening.
I am from Raukelah, Rotary Club of Raukelah Steel City. I think everybody has known that one. And thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. So I'll speak something about my choice. And that is, here as I had a topic that is how I use my vocation to benefit my society. And my classification is in Rotary is education and music. So today I'll speak about how we can use music as a vocation. Nowadays, so many opportunities are available in like TV and radio and YouTube, and then everything is here. So many people are learning from me, and they get that opportunity to sing. And there, one of my student is one popular show is there, G Saregama. That was there in India, and they that child has attended that one, participated in that, and now he is in London.
Wow.
So I feel proud for this type of children's. And then another thing is just needy peoples. I want to teach them without any money, and I want them to be a good singer, as I am a vocalist. I am a singer, so I think they must be learn something from me and sing there. And so many people are also doing like that, and I feel proud for them. Then nowadays, music has teachership also in India. I don't know what about there, but in India, so many schools and colleges, they have introduced music because it is internationally, it is accepted as music therapy. So music therapy is, I think it has started ancient years. That is Egyptians and in Greek, it is used there first time. Then after Second World War, the soldiers are so depressed, so they need some refreshment to take out them from that is depression. So they started this music therapy, and afterwards, that is AMTA is established, that is American Musical Therapy Association. Then they what do, they train the musicians, and this is introduced in medical science. This is introduced in medical science to teach them to recover the depressed psychological imbalance peoples. That is done there. So, and nowadays Indian music is all over world. It is like Ravi Shankar, the most popular sitarist, then Zakir Hussain, the tablaist. Then I feel proud that I am belonging to that stream. So, and nowadays, what I am doing, I am teaching the peoples who are coming to me, and the age group is, I don't have any age limit. So the peoples who are retired in 60 to 70 years, they board in the home, and the people, children are abroad or somewhere else, they are doing their job, and they are bored in their home. So they come to me and sit with me, and also learn how to sing and what to do. So this is I am doing for my society, and that's all. I don't know what I am doing in Rotary, but I feel proud be a Rotarian. I am doing this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for your experience sharing. We would continue with the discussion. We would want to give everyone the opportunity to share a minute of your experience, how you join Rotary, and how you're using your profession to benefit society. But due to time, we want to complete the session of the meeting, then we can leave that for the fellowship session, where as many could share till they would want to drop off. So thank you very much, our distinguished panelists. We've learned so much about the power of our vocations, and undoubtedly that is the best way we all can share and then make change in our community. Yes, so thank you so much. Next, we would want to pick the big announcement for the day. And on behalf of our past Rotary International Director, Kama Sangwen, who is the advisor for Women in Rotary International, and on behalf of the Board of Directors of Women in Rotary International, our coordinators, and the entire membership, here is the big news for the day. Congratulations to our chair-elect, Rotarian Pretty Sunny, and Rotarian Rizwana, for becoming our next chair-elect and chair nominee for Women in Rotary International. So we would have them for the Rotary year 2025-2026 Rotary year, as well as 2026-2027 Rotary year. Congratulations, attendees on the call. With your permission, join me as we welcome and congratulate them with a word of appreciation. Congratulations to all of you. We sincerely appreciate all you do to help our community, and the continuity of Women in Rotary is assured just as our continuity and existence as Women in Rotary and Rotary International globally. So next, this is an initiative of Women in Rotary International. You had the first here on our platform. Yes, we say our membership must offer us much more benefits. And to help us manage that carefully, we have the Women Business and Family Show, an initiative beginning today, exactly on the Women Business platform, exactly at 17 hours GMT. That should be 10:30 p.m. IST Indian time. We would have our distinguished panelists talk to us about family and business. And as such, this is an opportunity for us all to connect so we could learn and get better at what we do. So congratulations to our first guest speaker for that matter as well. So thank you all very much. We would want to officially take the vote of thanks due to time. Then we open up the session for as many to share the experience as to how they joined Rotary. Don't forget, we are streaming live across the social media handles. To help us take the vote of thanks, do we have Rotarian Baroness on the call? If you're on the call, please unmute and take us through the vote of thanks. Connection challenge as well. So on behalf of our board of directors, on behalf of our community advisor, PRID Kamasangwen, on behalf of everyone connected here today, join me as we render a sincere appreciation to our panelists, our very own, for sharing their life experiences with us and how they are using their vocation to connect and benefit society. Thank you all so much. We want to use this opportunity to thank all the co-host clubs, the technical team, and all members of our community for joining. We appreciate all of you joining. We know a lot is happening within the Rotary year. Between now, a lot of district conferences and programs are happening, and a number are traveling. And as a global body, this is something we are very mindful of, and we appreciate all of you joining. So back to our call, we would now want to take the experience sharing where we could get as many attendees as possible to share your experience with us. Let us know how you joined Rotary. What made you stay? What is your classification? And how is your experience, as in your vocation, helping us to benefit community? Let's do this within a minute so we could get as many to share their experiences. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So without much ado, in no particular order, let me just pick. I have, who do I begin with? Okay. So since we have our chair-elect on the call, you would want us to do as the honors. Veteran Pretty, would you want to do as the honors in just a minute? Please unmute, and then we pick it up that way for as many attendees that would want to share.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. And thank you, Rtn Baptista, for giving me this opportunity. When it comes to Rotary, I joined because of my father's friend. I wanted to join work in the social service sector, because I always had that desire to work for the betterment of the society, basically to give back to the society. But at an individual level, we are not able to do what we actually want. The impact is not there. So when I joined Rotary, there were several things. First, it helped me reach a bigger audience. I did get a lot of resources. If I had ideas, I wanted to implement those things. So obviously, we have so many resources in Rotary that when we all came together, we could do bigger and impactful projects. So that is one of the major reasons why I am still in Rotary. And yes, professional growth, connections, they all are there. One of the examples of the projects that I am doing is I'm working on the sexual and physical abuse of children and women. And I've been able to rehabilitate a few of them. So impacting even a single life makes a lot of difference. So that is why the impact basically I have been able to create is why I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So who next? Just unmute and speak. Let's not take it in any formal order. Just unmute and share your experience in a minute with us. just unmute and share your experience with us. Okay, so let me just still pick, just so it helps us to manage that. So I see Rotarian Aja. Please unmute and share your experience with us. You are muted. I see Rotarian Mercy. Unmute and share your experience with us.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Rotarian Mercy, a date from District 914 Nigeria. I joined Rotary basically to give back to society. Like my sister just said,
Rotarian Mercy, please reposition yourself. Connection challenge, perhaps. Okay, so let's
challenge. Network is a challenge.
Network. Let's speak Rotarian Millie. Please unmute and share your experience with us. Rotarian Millie. I see Rotarian Obi. Please unmute and share your experience with us.
Yeah, good evening from here in Nigeria. I joined Rotary out of a secondary school experience as a scout master, a Corps scout master precisely. I attended a fellowship in Zaria where I saw a carpenter, a mechanic in their fellowship with my scout master general of Kaduna State. I say, what are all these people? Are these people your workers? They say, no, we are all Rotarians. I say, wow. Where you have a carpenter, a mechanic, how will they? Because I saw when they dress, I say, how can these people go? They say, no, that everybody here is equal. They are all volunteers. Everybody has one thing or the other to offer and gets nothing in return. I say, wow. So when I finished my studies in school, the moment I came down to Onitsha, the first thing I decided was, where is a Rotary Club? And believe you me, since I joined Rotary, Rotary improved my health. Rotary improved my shyness. I'm a motivational speaker now, and I can talk in public anyhow. All was the challenges I overcome by being a Rotarian. And I've known a lot of people far and wide. It is not all about what do you gain. It is all about what life do you impact on. I impact a lot of lives I've not seen.
In a minute.
Thank you
so much. So others could share.
Thank you.
Rotarian Mercy, we want to pick you back. Please unmute and share in a minute.
Thank you very much. So the last one was the district conference where we empowered some widows and vulnerable women for them to start a trade. We've done a lot of things. We've impacted people that are physically challenged. We did a project that we called From the Floor to the Bed, where we provided facilities in our school made for children with special needs. We have gone to schools, we've dug boreholes, we've done a lot of impactful projects, we've done medical facilities, and above all, I've been able to reach out to friends that I would never have met if not for Rotary. And so I keep saying thank you, Rotary, for giving me
thank you so much.
To reach
thank you. If not for Rotary, she couldn't have met this. So Rotarian Sandra, please unmute and share your experience. Rotarian Sandra, you are on the call. Please unmute. Okay, Rotarian Vijay, unmute and share your experience with us.
My experience. I have been connected with Rotary activities. As you all know, I am a family with 3 generations of Rotarians, my father, myself, and my son. And I just love to connect people and try to connect people to different vocations and different areas. That's all about me. And my experience has always been good. Baptista, our relations go back 5 to 6 years now that we have known each other, and we have been working together on many things. That's all about it.
Thank you so much. We would want to pick Rtn. Please unmute and share your experience in a minute.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is
Good evening.
Nilanpreet, and I was introduced to Rotary and Rotaract by Preeti ma'am, and I have also received help from Rotary. So I wanted to give back to the community through Rotary and serve the community people. And I'm also a part of a animal welfare NGO, and I work for the animals, street animals of the community. And this is all what I do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rtn Millie. It's good hearing from you. I see Rtn Deepak on the call. Please unmute and share your experience with us. Okay. Rtn Iram Okafo, are you able to unmute to share your experience? So thank you. Technically, our session has come to an end. We just want to give as many of us an opportunity to share our experiences, just so it helps us to learn and know how we are able to manage. I see Rotarian Diala on the call. Please unmute and share your experience with us from District 9400.
Hi, good evening. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeketeng Diale from District 9400, and I was introduced to Rotary when I was in primary school at Mabatu Primary School, and I moved with it to a high school. And then after high school, I disappeared, and our current DG, George Senosha, reintroduced me to Rotary. And I'm also part of an organization called the Lady of Peace Community Foundation, and we promote peace to end violence here in South Africa. And I'm very, very excited with the number of people that you get to connect with through Rotary and engaging in Rotary service, and just advocating for change and youth empowerment. Thank you.
Thank you. That is very and Chioma, are you able to unmute to share your experience with us?
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Rotarians. My name is Rotarian Chioma Ngona from District 9142. Well, I was introduced to Rotary by a colleague of mine. Then my then colleague, he introduced me to a Rotary club. Even though the fellowship didn't work on the day that we went for the fellowship, so he had to introduce me to another club that I finally joined. That is Rotary Club of Owerri Metropolitan. And then my classification is fashion and design. And ever since then, I've been using my classification to render services to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone we've missed in there? I see Rotarian Tanjinda Singer. Please unmute and share your experience.
Yes, a wonderful session, I must say. And Rotarian Tajinder, I'm the past president of the Rotary Club of Delhi, Safdarjung, the first all-ladies Rotary club in the world. So we are about 33 years of age, our club. And I'm the past president. And at present, I am serving as the district chair for thalassemia. By profession, I am an orthoptist, but through Rotary, I am also doing a lot, as much as I can, in blood donation awareness and thalassemia awareness, be it in schools, colleges, corporates, anywhere, to spread the word about thalassemia and to get themselves tested so that no more thalassemia major births are, no more thalassemia major births are being given what am I saying? So basically,
Take
I'm
it
working on
easy.
prevention so that there are no
Yeah.
mortality in births. And I'm working on the prevention area of this
Yeah.
for the last, I think, 20 years or so. And not only this, but I think as a Rotarian, we can do so much. We have the power, we have the tools. The Rotary platform is just amazing. The sky is the limit. And although it is a different profession from what I am, but you can go into any field and do anything you like. So thank you to Rotary. I've seen a lot of growth in myself. And like the gentleman there, I couldn't speak. Now it's difficult for me to stop talking. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
You're most welcome, and congratulations also for leading the all-women Rotary Club. Congratulations. It's good to connect with all of you and women in Rotary. Give us the opportunity where we all can be able to connect to do a lot more. So Rotarian Pretty, are you able to share updates on the chat, on the business platform, just so members here who may not be members of the community could also be able to join in? So it's great having all of you. Who have I missed so far? Who have I missed? Please unmute and share your experience. Anyone
Hello,
here that
everyone.
would
Hello,
Yes.
everyone. Rotarian Deepak Agarwal here.
Hi.
From District 3240. Yeah.
Good to have you.
I've been in the Rotary from joined 16 years back, and I believe Rotary is one family. Wherever in the world I go, I find my friends and family over there, so I don't feel isolated. That's the
Great.
best part of my journey in Rotary, fellowship and friendship. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining. So the link has been shared on the platform. Please join the business platform so we could all connect again and learn from ourselves, business family. The next session for today would be beginning on that platform as well. It's a joy to have all of you. And I think the YouTube channel for this meeting is being shared. Let me quickly get that. So as many that would want to reshare or rejoin, rewatch, will get the opportunity to do that. So yes, here is the YouTube link. I hope I got it right. No, I still picked another link. Okay, still trying to get a YouTube link so I could share. So thank you to all who were able to connect by the live stream. And thank you all who were able to join by Zoom and by all the social media handles available and by the community platform. We sincerely appreciate your time. Thanks for joining, and goodbye from me from now. It is fellowship time. Thank you. Bye-bye. And fellowship time, feel free to connect to as many as possible before you leave here. We look forward to having you join again our meeting next month. Great. So the YouTube link is shared as well to as many who would want to rejoin. It's been a great session, very interactive, great experiences. And this is how we do it here at Women in Rotary. Rotary and Sandra, what do you want to share? We called earlier, but unfortunately you couldn't share. What do you want to share an experience with us as to how you join Rotary and how you're using your experience to benefit community? Please unmute and you can do that. Great. So I see iPhone, you didn't rename, so it was kind of difficult to know who was on the other side of it. Great. So are you able to unmute and share your experience with us and tell us which club you are in, the district you are from? iPhone. You are muted. iPhone, you are muted. Can you unmute? Okay, she's unable to unmute. So thank you so much. Technically, our session is called to an halt now. We would want to bring our session to an end today. Thank you so much. And let's continue the discussion on the other side. My name has been none other than Rtn Baptista, your chair. I am humbled to be leading this amazing group of women volunteers all over the world. Thank you so much for this opportunity to serve. I am always and sincerely grateful. Thank you. Ciao, ciao, and bye from now.
Bye bye.
Thank you very, very much.
Bye-bye.